It's a battle between the Jayhawks and the Wildcats in an early December matchup between non-conference Power 4 opponents. Welcome into Welsh Ryan Arena as we get set for a treat of a battle between Northwestern and Kansas. Two teams off to strong starts in the 2025-2026 season. Taking you courtside, I'm Ethan Segall, joined alongside Brendan Preisman. And Brendan, strong starts to the season for both these teams, but this last weekend, both teams had a chance to go down to the Fort Myers tip-off in the Sunshine State. And as a result, right now, both teams are looking to get off the schneid after that weekend ended their undefeated records. That said, both these teams, plenty of offensive firepower to do so. Kiki Smith inside, back to Kiki Smith on the feed. The reverse layup rejected by Sullivan. Northwestern with numbers the other way. Lau facilitating, dish to Harder, the layup and the foul.
Well, Caroline Lau picked that pass out before she got across the end. I saw her eyeball Casey Harder and then deliberately look away, kind of drive a little more towards the left side, and then just a cute little underhand flip. First, Grace Sullivan created that play, but look, she eyeballs Harder, looks away.
The spatial awareness.
Ducks it over with the left hand, just pulled Nia Smith out of position enough. And that is a point guard, a true point guard in action. 9 assists now for Caroline Lau, approaching a double-double. With her 19 points, Lau is doing everything for the Cats today. It's Northwestern cuts the lead back down to 2. Joe McEwen's squad is fighting. Purdue with plenty still to play for. They've been battling as well. Kiki Smith lines up a 3 off the front of the iron. Long rebound fought for. Now bodies hit the floor. Another jump ball. Possession Purdue. And better defensively from Northwestern. Kiki Smith forced to take a little bit of an off-balance 3, but those offensive rebounding bugaboos coming back. Purdue's cleared a couple in this fourth quarter. 7 minutes left. Northwestern has to win the glass from here on out.
Kiki Smith gives to Nia Smith. Nia Smith from center field off the rim. Caroline Lau there for the rebound. The 5th rebound of the game. Harder jukes past a defender, puts up a shot on the baseline, left it short.
I don't know if you noticed, Ethan, but Caroline Lau was triple teamed bringing the ball up the floor. That's what led to Casey Harder being open on the baseline.
And when Lau plays like that and forces more defenders, should open things up for Grace Sullivan in the stretch run of this game as Kiki Smith gets downhill, tried to put one over top. Nothing going. Now the other end, Northwestern with a chance to tie or take the lead. Inside to Sullivan. Here comes the double. She's met by it, has to give it back, and just past the outstretched arms of Caroline Lau. Day is there right underneath the basket. Defense tried to get back, but just another turnover leads to more Purdue points.
And not just a turnover, but a live ball turnover that ended up with the ball literally right under the hoop for Purdue.
19 turnovers, leading to 28 Boilermaker points. Feed inside, 10th assist for Lau. Sullivan's up to 10. What a pass by Caroline Lau.
Yeah, just looked off the defenders and then rifled one between. And Grace Sullivan hasn't been that open all night.
A foul as Purrier was trying to snag it. Will that be the 4th foul on Taylor Thomas? Potentially significant. Under 6 minutes to go.
And Deja Turner checking in for Thomas. Thomas has been better in the second half, much better than she was in the first. See if Turner can maintain that level of play, especially defensively against Purrier.
Should mention Nia Smith in the game with 3 fouls right now for Purdue. Inbound today, bounce pass underneath to Purrier and a travel.
And a big one.
Take over.
Because Purrier had good position. Turner just into the game, a little cold off the bench, but just shuffled her feet quickly.
Purdue setting up its full court press.
An interesting, a little bit of a 2-1-2. Normally, zone press, there we go. Layden moving up more towards a 2-2-1. And Purdue's gonna trap everything, especially when Caroline Lau has the ball on the sideline. Force the ball to be thrown in cross-court passes a couple of times and try to intercept one for a steal.
Ela Karsh just checked into the game for Purdue. Caroline Lau gives to Harder. Harder has no problem getting across the timeline. Picks up her dribble. Lau has it back. Lau
assessing the defense, takes a screen from Sullivan, works with her left, now doubled underneath, has to get it out. Underhand feed to Deja Turner and the make. Deja Turner up to 6 points. And Caroline Lau, her 11th assist of the ball game. We are all tied up. Purrier underneath a feed, and now Purdue will try and reset. It's getting loud in Welsh Ryan, halfway through this fourth quarter. Shaping up to be a good one on senior day. Kiki Smith downhill, foul, and the bucket. Harder inside feed, drops it off to Taylor Thomas. The spin, the shot, the sink. Taylor Thomas doing everything so far. She's got 11.
And that's that Grace Sullivan fadeaway shot. Maybe they were sharing some tips on that. Really nice from Taylor Thomas, who has been fantastic for Northwestern today.
A scorching start for Taylor Thomas. Another double inside, passes out of it, an easy look. But Jackson couldn't get the layup to fall. Now Northwestern with numbers in the other direction. It's a 5-on-2. Walton to the corner to Harder. Great job by Illinois getting back. Now Northwestern wants to slow things down. Setting up the offense. Intercepted, trying to find Sullivan. Brown Hager the other way. Walton was there, but made a business decision. An easy 2 points for Brown Hager. And already 6 turnovers for Northwestern have led to 12 points off turnovers for Illinois.
That's almost double the amount of points off turnover they had the whole game the last time these teams played.
Sullivan back to Taylor Thomas with that NBA jam of fire coming off of her, and she drains another. 13 points for Taylor Thomas, 5 of 7 from the floor, and she is single-handedly keeping Northwestern an arm's length away in this one. Parchment pump fakes, gives up to Weber. Weber spins, now working with the left. And a traveling violation. The second one we've seen for Illinois on that end of the floor. So a bit uncharacteristic for Illinois. Already 5 turnovers as another look. Just a poor decision on the pass. And going end to end, Brown Hager. And Taylor Thomas just continuing to bulldoze through Illinois defenders. Back into the pace of action. Sullivan, a long 2. Money.
Deep 2, hand in her face. Grace Sullivan gets it done in the mid-range every time.
So the lead back down to 5. Look at the speed going downhill to the cup. Destiny Jackson. She's been impressive so far.
Decisive. Sometimes younger players hesitate to make that decision to drive to the hoop. Jackson does not. She goes right at it.
10 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals. And now the ball is on the ground. Illinois has got it. Going the other way. Wallace with an open 3 from center field. Count it.
Wallace already 2 3-point shots today, and that's not necessarily the strength of her game. She's really cooking for Illinois right now.
And as a team, Illinois 4 of 5 from deep as Sullivan gets the pass inside. A spinning, what a beautiful jumper. So much arc on that shot from Grace Sullivan. Western back within single digits, and Sullivan scoreless in the first quarter, a quick 6 points already in the second. Zamaya Walton almost kicked off that pass, but Illinois able to control. Wallace tries another 3, bingo! Wow, what a showing from deep from Illinois already in this one.
Yeah, 3 for 3 beyond the arc from Wallace, and she's just 34% on the season.
Already 14 points for Barry Wallace. Walton going downhill off the glass, doesn't fall. Tapped out of bounds, indication is Illinois ball. Between Destiny Jackson and Barry Wallace, respectively a freshman and a sophomore. If you're an Illinois fan, you have to love the young talent on this team.
There's so much to look forward to with this team, and if Wallace can start consistently hitting her 3-pointers, I mean, she's already at almost 19 points per game. That's going to go up a few more ticks, and man, she is already on that all Big Ten team trajectory.
Parchment wants in on the fun, and she drains one as well. Illinois is scorching hot, 61% from the field, a 14-point lead.
21 points in the fourth quarter for IU Indy. Northwestern needs a bucket to avoid a season-opening upset. The inbound to Thomas. 15 seconds remain in the game. Cross-court heave to Walton. Walton shoots a three. She hits it! Money from Zamaya Walton, and Northwestern reclaims a 2-point lead with 11 ticks remaining on the clock. Cleveland State quickly erasing a 10-point Wildcat lead.
Cleveland State, 17 free throw attempts to Northwestern's 8. They're getting the ball inside and forcing Northwestern to change things defensively.
Holy moly, what a rejection on a corner 3 attempt. Madison Arroyo Davis came rumbling in and punched that ball away with some force. You don't see blocks like that very often, Noah. That one sprayed into the 6th row of the seats. Northwestern with the ball. Just to put a number on those early struggles, Northwestern this season in Big Ten play outscored by 120 points in first quarters. Purdue outscored by 127 points in first quarters. Currently we are even as Caroline Lau uncorks the 3 from the corner, just a tad off. Tara Day pushing the pace. Now feeds inside to McCarthy. Sullivan bodies her. Pass outside, had a little extra mustard on it. Back into McCarthy. Off the glass, can't fall, but a nice job on the offensive glass by Sage Stahl. Another offensive possession. 3 attempts from Kiki Smith. Count it.
Well, this is a Northwestern team that really struggles in the rebounding department. The worst rebounding team in the conference, minus 4.3 on the season rebounding margin. And the Purdue's not a great rebounding team, but Northwestern is going to have to perform better than Purdue if they want to win in this game.
Last time out, Northwestern lost by 22 points to Maryland in a game where the Terps took 24 more shots than the Wildcats, were plus 11 in offensive rebounds. Sullivan turns it over. Up ahead to Nia Smith. Probes into the paint, a dump-off pass underneath. Up and under goes Lana McCarthy for the bucket. About a 10-second difference between shot and game clock. Northwestern trying to cut into this Purdue lead before the first quarter horn. Lau dashes underneath. What a good look. Lau serpentining her way through the Boilermaker defense. Cats down 5 at the start of this 4th quarter. Day spills to the floor, so Northwestern has some numbers. Caroline Lau shakes open. Another 3 attempt from Lau. Another make from Caroline Lau. She's got 5 made 3-pointers. A bouquet of 3s for Caroline Lau on senior day. We got a 12-0 run from Cleveland State in the first quarter and a 13-0 run from Northwestern in the second. But now things have evened out. Just 1 percentage point separates these teams from field goal percentage. 6 points separates them on the scoreboard. Large part because of what the Vikings have been able to do off of turnovers. 10 points off turnovers compared to Northwestern's 2. As Lash passes out to the corner, Walton shakes in and makes the bucket. A pretty offensive possession. That ball movement and that 3-point shooting, that's how you solve the zone defense that Cleveland State has been throwing, and we've seen a different Northwestern approach in this second quarter. After the foul, it's Caroline Lau working on Wallace. Long 2 off the back iron, rebounded by Parchment. Jackson with some haste in the other direction. Gives back to Parchment. Parchment for 3. Cash. The inbound straight to Wallace. She's been hot from 3, and how about another? Barry Wallace cannot be stopped. Coaches always talk about wanting your team to be peaking as you're heading into March, and that can certainly be said. What Illinois has looked like in these last few games. Coach Shauna Green said their last 2 defensive performances, she described them as elite, and now we're seeing it on the offensive end as Kayla Thomas lost the ball, and it's picked up by the Fighting Illini. 9 turnovers now for Northwestern in this first half. Guyton with the vision, a 3-point attempt, of course. Maddie Weber sinks her first 3 of the game, and Illinois is up to 55 first half points, under a minute to go. Late in the overhead heave, now inside, lots of ball movement for the Boilers. Day puts it up a little too much. Tate Lash going the other way. Pass up ahead to Caroline Lau. Look at that laser of a pass to Harder and the finish. 5 assists now for Caroline Lau. Caroline Lau the other way, 1 versus 2. Waits for her teammates to join her. Now retreats. Thomas at the top of the key. Inside feed and telegraphed it all the way. Intercepted by Day. She runs the floor, puts it up, and draws a foul. Tara Day read that one like a deep safety come in to pick it off. Lily Meister playing physical and grabbing the board for Kansas.
Yeah, that was a strong rebound by Meister. That was a rebound Kansas probably wouldn't have gotten in the first frame.
More points for Reagan. Nichols inside. That's been the button the Jayhawks have been pressing over and over again. They're getting it to work. They've cut the lead to 6.
Williams had 11 in the loss against Dayton, was really strong and hoping the Jayhawks win the paint points battle in that one. She's been strong again tonight.
Caroline Lau slashing through the defense into the paint, puts up the easy layup and gets it to go. Maples left open for three. Don't want to do that. She drains another. What an impressive early performance. Already 11 points from Colby Maples. Tate Lash working inside. Can't get the bucket to fall. Offensive board from Turner. Keswick from three. Bingo! Northwestern hits. Breaks open this 58-58 tie. Claire Keswick with her 5th make from deep in the ballgame.
Deja Turner, in just 9 minutes of play, 5 boards.
Keswick left wide open in the corner. She hits again. It rolled around, took some extra time, but Claire Keswick now up to 18 on the ballgame. Coach McEwen said her time was coming, and boy, has it come in a major way tonight. 18 points, shattering a career high, considering they're her first points ever. Noah, what a performance from Claire Keswick.